Care Hospital. We're here today to celebrate the penning of Tanya Walker for her military service. So I understand the first thing we need to do though is say the Pledge of Allegiance. So let's get that done now, and then we'll follow in a short program. Okay?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. All righty. Just a little brief introduction. Tanya has been an employee here at Emory Healthcare for the last 4 years. Tanya has previously spent 13 years in the military. Her first 7 years were in the Louisiana Army National Guard as a chaplain specialist. And her other 6 years were spent in the U.S. Naval Reserve as a military security officer. And today, Tanya will be receiving 2 medals. The first medal would be the National Defense Service Medal. That medal is awarded, the National Defense Service Medal is awarded to those who have served honorably active duty. In 1991, President George W. Bush issued an executive order to have the National Defense Service Medal eligible to those who served in the reserves during the Gulf War. The second medal is for her Navy duties when she was in the military, her Naval Reserve Meritorious Service Medal. That medal is awarded for non-combative meritorious achievement or service that is incontestably exceptional and of magnitude that clearly places the individual above his peers while serving in one of the assignments for which the medal has been designated. And here today, Congressman Hank Johnson is going to do the ceremony for these awards.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Congressman Hank Johnson. I represent Georgia's 4th Congressional District, which consists of much of DeKalb County, most of DeKalb County, all of Rockdale County, about half of Newton County, and it's a pretty compact district that I've represented. I've represented this district for the last 17 years. It's been my honor to serve as a congressman. And this will be my first pinning ceremony, so I don't really know what to do, how to do it. But all I can say is that I'm glad to be here, and I want to thank Specialist Tanya Walker for her service to our nation. Our nation would not exist without order, world order. And it's been America's destiny to ensure that at the very minimum, there is order and security protecting our borders. And so we have had a strong military to provide that security since the founding of the nation. And it has grown with the nation. And that military has been responsible for enabling prosperity to inure to the citizens of this country. Freedom, liberty, and prosperity have inured to the citizens of this country because of military security services that are provided by the people who serve in the military. The military is only as great as the people who serve. And the great conglomeration of people is made up of individuals. And so each individual is a part of that apparatus. And the apparatus could not function without the work and the diligence and integrity of the people. And so Specialist Tanya Walker has been one of those people. She has served for years 6 years approximately in the Army National Guard. She has served approximately 6 years for a total of 13 in the United States Navy. And after her service, she was honorably discharged. And it's unfortunate that we have not treated our veterans once they leave the military as well as we should have, and we're trying to make amends for that right now. We've always tried to make amends for that, but it seems like progress is finally being made nationally, not just with respect to medical records and medical and service medals and things like that that our ex-military deserve and never did, and some of whom never did secure, but also in terms of the injuries that they have received while serving. We're doing a lot better in our country in terms of addressing those issues and making life better for our veterans in that way. So the fact that I'm here today after Specialist Walker, you put in so much time trying to obtain your service medals on your own without success, but after you came to our office and requested help, I believe it was Shira Armstrong, who's here today, who was instrumental in being able to receive a response within what, 2 months? She'd been trying for years, but after 2 months, the congressman's office was able to get help. Now that shouldn't be the case, but the fact that we were able to do that, I'm very happy and proud of. Thank you, Shira. And so, I'm sorry that your colleagues who had been waiting here had to be called away, another one. So I better hurry up. But I hope what calls them away, the circumstance that calls them away, will be taken care of, and everyone will be okay. So it is now my pleasure and indeed my honor to call you forward, Specialist Walker. And since this is my first medal pinning, I don't know, I think it's on the left-hand side.
Left-hand side, yes, sir.
And so would it go under?
You can put it right there.
Put it right there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So there are 2. Okay, there are 2. There was something else. Okay, all right. All right, okay. All right, so let me take this. We can get it to cooperate. Okay. And the other one goes beside it or
Yes, sir.
under it?
Yes.
Okay, right there. That's the room. Okay, can you get it? Yeah, as you get a little older, your eyesight fade a little bit. Just,
I don't think we need a fourth person.
No.
thank you. And this one here. Good. This is for service. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Specialist Tanya Walker, who now has her long-deserved and long-delayed but finally arrived medals of honor. Thank you. I imagine that when you have worked on something for so long that you deserve, and you finally receive it, it's a great moment, but it's also not as exciting as you would think. Can you share with us, Specialist Walker, how you're feeling now, and anything else you'd like to say?
Actually, I'm very overwhelmed. I wouldn't want this moment. I truly appreciate everybody who I served in the military with, but here today now, this is my family, and it shows by all the support that you guys came out and showed for me today, and I just want to thank you. I love each and every one of you, and I wouldn't want to share this moment with no other people. Then, Rolanda, thank you so very much for felicitating this event, and to the Emory leadership team for allowing me to have it here on property. It really does my heart well, and I appreciate you, sir. Your office, as you said, I've been trying for years to obtain my information, and I went from state to state trying, and I tried on my own, and I made a phone call to a friend of mine who said, why don't you reach out to your congressman? And I reached out to Congressman Johnson's office, and I spoke with Shy Armstrong, and I was on the phone with her, calling her. Every time I called her, she was there to answer my call. And within 2 months, they did for me what I couldn't get done in almost 19 years. So I want to appreciate you and thank you for the professionalism of your office, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone for coming. We really do greatly appreciate your participation, and especially our senior leaders. I think everybody knows our CEO, Jen Shuck, but she's here. And our other senior leaders that are here, Andy, Lori, and Jerome. I think I got all of it. But anyway, thanks. We have some items, some hors d'oeuvres back there, and you can mingle. But thank you all so much for attending. Greatly appreciate it.